Hello, this is Big Mo with Saving Money Around the House. I'm going to help you out today. I have saved thousands of dollars on items you have spent thousands of dollars on. Garbage disposals, lawn mowers, cars, fences. What we're going to do today is begin to start the process of you putting that money in your pocket instead of in a repairman's pocket. What we have today is the Kohler XT6 lawn mower, Ariens. This mower has given a lot of people trouble. After a year or so, it stops working. They buy a new plug. They put a new pickup coil on it. It still won't start. I'm going to show you what one of the main problems is today. Let's take a closer look. The first thing we want to do is take off these 3 size 10 metric bolts to remove our housing. Okay, we have the bolts off. Now let's remove our housing cover. Take off our caps. Don't want to forget that. There's our pickup coil. Here's our starter bar cable, and when we depress our starter bar, it engages our little pin here that allows the ground to release and allows the lawnmower to start. What happens is after a while that pin starts to loosen, and so therefore even though you're depressing the starter bar, the ground is staying on and not allowing the mower to start. So what we want to do is get a screwdriver. Now what we can do is get a screwdriver and try to bend that pin down so that it engages more with the lift here, so thereby lifting the pin when we press the bar disengages the ground. Because what's happening is, though you're depressing the bar, it's not raising that pin up high enough to disengage the ground, and therefore the mower can never start. Now as you also see, it also disengages the brake here. But here is our main problem. So what we want to do is bend this bar, get some pressure on this thing downward, because the going back and forth is causing it to loosen and it's just not moving at all when we depress our bar. But we have this one now where it is releasing from the ground, because if you listen, you can hear the point at which it releases from the ground position. So you should hear that distinctive click when you're pressing the starter bar. If you don't hear it, then it's possible that our pin here is not disengaging the ground and allowing the lawnmower to start. If it's broken, it may need replacing. But on this particular one, we can simply adjust it by bending it downward, getting some pressure on it, bending it downward, and then giving it the clearance that it needs against this lift unit here to push it up and release the ground. Now let's put everything back together. Let's get this turned around the right way with our rope toward the rear. Cover. Now let's tighten it down. Put our caps back on. Much like the problem you may be having, after just a year and a half, this lawnmower wouldn't start at all. But after that little quick fix, let's depress the starter bar and see what we got. Man, that's power. Wow, just saved another $100. If we save you money today, PayPal us at the below email address so that we can continue this very valuable series that we're going to have coming up. We're going to save you thousands of dollars. Cars, garbage disposal, fences, and the like, and we're going to put that money back in your pocket. And remember, this is Big Mo saving you money around the house.